Theruvan Swaminathan. Listen to silence. It has so much to say. Today, we are having another mindful session to listen to. We all welcome the most venerable Dhammakusala Swami Mahansa to today's program, and I welcome my friends too. And if there are any new friends, I gladly welcome them too. Before starting today's session, I would like to give a brief of second last week's program. And at the beginning of the session, Swami Nonsa talked about a statement which was words are not for hurting and related it to mindfulness. Then we did mindful walking and sitting for about 10 minutes and shared and discussed our homework and the reports with the group. Ultimately, we had some fun by giving good comments to each other and then concluded the program. Now, I would respectfully invite Dhammakusala Thero to start the program.
Thanks, Laviru. Hello, everyone. So we meet after a break. Last week, we couldn't do the program. So this time, after a break, let's get together and practice mindfulness. Remember, we always practice mindfulness together, right? So today, in order to start the program, let me share something. The usual way we have selected a quote from one of the children's books, right? This one talks about something deep, I guess. So let's say when you go to a beach, what do you feel? I'm sure all of you have visited a beach, right? When you spend some time there, how do you feel? What kind of feeling experience that is? Who can answer? All of you have visited, no? So you can share your own experience visiting a beach. Olu, yes.
It might be like calming.
Can't hear, no.
It might be calming.
Okay, right. Yes, calming. And anything else? Olu. How about the time that you spend there? Does it feel like long or short? Olu?
Long.
It feels long, is it? Okay, right. We'll ask Pasat. Pasat.
I feel very excited
You feel very excited
and calm.
and calm. Excited and calm at the same moment. Yes, that's very nice. Anyone else? Yes. Nitum, Mitum.
Nitum, you can unmute now.
Seems like they don't want to answer. Yes, Laviru, you can go.
It's relaxing and happy when you go there, and it feels like it's a short time, even though it's like a lot of time.
Yes, relaxing and happy. And the time flies. You spend a couple of hours there. Sometimes it feels like, 15, 20 minutes. Right? So that's Laviru's experience. Vihas and Senit. Saniti, is it? Saniti. Hi, now you can speak.
It feels cold. It's
Can you
cold.
say it out a bit louder?
I feel a little cold in the water.
Very fade. A little bit louder.
I feel a little cold in the water.
Okay, cold with the water. And how about how about your brother? He doesn't want to add anything?
No, nothing.
Okay. Good to hear your voice. Right? You have to actively participate in the session. That's how we can learn. Yes, he's taller. Yes, actively participate. And I can see other kids as well. It's better if you can turn on video and join more actively. Then that way we know that you are there. That way you can participate in the session. Anyone else going to a beach? What's your experience? Maybe going into a forest or a waterfall, going into nature. We travel, we go to a waterfall, we go to beach, right? Then sometimes into a forest. So these experiences are unique. It's a fun time. So how you feel during that time? That's the question. Now, some of you added your experience. Happy, peaceful, calm, excited. And sometimes the time flies. Yes. Seniti. Seniti. Am I pronouncing your name correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I would feel fine.
You would feel fine. Is that it? Can you repeat?
That's all.
Can you repeat what you said? No?
I will feel fine.
Okay, right. So that's her experience. Going to a beach or nature, right? You feel fine, excited, calm, all those feelings come. Yes, so that brings us to today's topic, right? When we go to the nature, we become one with the nature. And when we become one with the nature, we feel peace, we feel comfortable. That's why the time flies. You are there, but you don't feel like the time is there. You spend a couple of hours, still you don't like to go home, right? So that's being one with the nature, merging with the nature. So today's quote, that's from a children's book. It's called Outside In. You can see the poster there, the flyer. The book is Outside In. And it says, once we were part of outside, and outside was part of us. There was nothing between us. So it suggests us that when you merge with nature, it makes you comfortable, peaceful. There's nothing between you two. The nature and you become one. And that you experience when you go to a beach, when you go to a forest, when you go into the nature, when you enjoy great outdoors, you start to feel this. You start to feel that you become one with the nature, right? So that helps, that makes you peaceful, that let the time fly, and you can spend hours on end without getting bored, right? So that's how it is. And maybe we can ask Kiniti auntie about her experiences in past few weeks, traveling outside, living with nature, enjoying the great outdoors.
Avasarai Bhante, yes, I was also remembering when you are in those places, sometimes it's like noise cancellation also, where you start to kind of all the noises are kind of blocked out, and if it's the beach, you might be hearing that the sound of the waves and all that. If it's the forest, you might hear those sounds of the insects and kind of those forest sounds, although it's like a blend of silence and the nature sounds. So sometimes we are immersed in that too, and the other things get blocked out. And different flavors, sensors, smells. It goes, as Bante said, it's like spending time. You can spend as much time as possible, and a lot of things to explore, I think, and experience when we go. Even for an hour or so, there are so many new things to experience, explore. The sounds keep changing, the environment keeps changing. So, and the different smells that you get, especially in the forest, the trees, the moss, the insects, all that. So, it's a good place for all of us to be and explore. Those are some of my thoughts.
Yes. So all the other things get cancelled and you merge with the nature, right? You merge with the sounds of the beach, or the sound of the wind, or sound of the waterfall, and all other things you forget. All your problems, issues you forget. You simply merge into the nature, right? So this is what we experience when we go out to the nature. And when we do mindful practice also, we have a similar kind of experience. When you, let's say, when you sit mindfully, sometimes you can't feel the boundary of your body. You feel like your body has merged into the nature. Your body has dissolved into the nature, right? So in a way, when we try to be mindful, the same process happens. And in a way, when we go out to the nature, the beauty of that scenery, it will demand us to be more present. That's what happens. That's why you feel one with the nature. That's why you feel the time flies, right? That beauty of the beach, beauty of the forest, beauty of the waterfall, that will demand us to be present more. Instead of thinking about things, instead of, worrying, we simply merge into the scenery, we simply merge into the beach, right? So in a way, the outdoors, it demands us to be more mindful. And even in our mindful practice, we can see how the body merges into the surrounding. Sometimes we can't feel certain parts of our body. We can't feel that the body is there. It gets merged, it gets dissolved into the surrounding, right? So this way, we can become mindful and we can find peace in the moment. When you go outside, that happens. When you do mindful sitting, walking, that happens, right? So that way, we become one with the nature. That's important. That creates so much peace within us, right? So that way you can practice. You can be mindful and be one with the nature. You can go out, enjoy the nature, enjoy the great outdoors. That way you can become one with the nature. right? So little by little, we develop the ability to merge into the nature, become one with the nature, right? So that's today's idea. With that, I think we can move forward to the next part, which is mindful practice. We are going to practice mindful walking and sitting. If there are newcomers, you can listen carefully to the instructions and we can practice as a group. All of us can go and practice mindful walking together and mindful sitting together. So for the mindful walking instructions, I'll ask Kiniti Aunty to guide you through the walking session.
Okay, Bante. Hello, everyone. So, for the mindful walking part, as we discussed, it's best to do a walk in nature outdoors, but this is a chance that we all get to appreciate the place we have close to us, and we can still do great mindful walking. So, for this, we try to walk with intention. We walk at our normal pace, and you can walk in the normal way that you are walking, but we try to keep our attention at our feet. When we keep a footstep, we try to see what can we feel. Sometimes we might feel that the floor is a bit cold. If you step on a different place, the feeling might be a bit different. It might be a bit warmer, so you might feel different temperature differences as you keep each step. And also, you might notice that these legs are moving one after the other, and you will notice that your body is shifting from one leg to the other, and you might feel your body weight on your legs too. So this way we try to, during this time, we try to be with our walking and see what we feel at our feet. And sometimes you may hear things, people talking around you, different sounds may get your attention. And you might see things around you, all these things might be happening. Your mind might wander into different things. When you notice that, just know that your mind has wandered into something else, and then we remember to keep our attention at the walking again and start noticing whatever the things that you get to your feet. It may be the temperature, it might be that you are keeping your right leg, that you are keeping your left leg. You might try to remember the number of steps. You might see that you have taken 5 steps at continuously without your mind wandering. So lots of things to observe if we pay attention to our feet and do the walking. Even if the mind wanders, just know that that's a very natural thing to happen. We know that, and then we bring it back and continue our walking. So this way, let's try to do the walking as a group till we hear the sound of a bell.
Okay, everyone. Now you can come back to your seats. Turn on video. Then you can settle down in your posture. Make sure that you are seated in a balanced and comfortable manner. Once you are comfortable in your posture, gently close your eyes. You are seated and you have your eyes closed. Notice the breathing in your body. Notice how the breath goes in. Notice how it comes out. You don't try to force the breath. You can notice the natural breathing in your body. The breath goes in and it comes out. Again, the breath goes in and it comes out. This way, we try to be mindful of our breathing. Time to time, our attention goes to different things like the surrounding sounds, thoughts, memories. Sometimes you feel sleepy. But among all these things, you can return your attention to the breathing. Again, notice how the breath goes in. Notice how it comes out. This way, let's try to continue mindful sitting for a few more minutes. Till you hear the bell sound, you try to stay with the breathing. Okay, everyone. So that's few minutes of mindful sitting for today. I hope you were able to practice. Next, we are going to write our mindful experience. For this, I am sure most of you have a journal. If you don't have, then take a piece of paper and you can write your mindful experience there. What are we going to write? As mindful walking, how did you practice mindfulness? Did you feel the ground? Did you feel your steps? Your own experience in your own words, you can write. Then mindful sitting, did you feel the breathing? Were you able to be mindful for many breaths? You can write your own experience. So this way, let's take some time to write today's mindful experience. Are we done with the report? Olu is done. Laviru, how about you? Ayan is done.
Yeah, I'm too done.
Others, do you need time? Pasal, you need time? No? Okay, then we'll go forward to the next part, which is yes, Pasal.
I need some time. I'm still doing mindful sitting.
Okay, right. We'll start with the others. You can share later. Okay, everyone. Now we can go into the sharing part. The reports that you wrote, you just have to read it out loud so the group can hear. Use the Zoom hand to show your interest. And Laviru will allow you to unmute.
Ayan, you can unmute now.
Can't hear, no? You have to speak a bit louder. And Laviru, can you hear?
No sound.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Can't hear, Puta.
Okay, go.
Mindful walking. I felt the floor and it was cold. Mindful sitting. I made a trap for my breath and I caught and I only got 3 breaths.
Can you repeat the sitting part?
What?
Repeat the sitting part. I made a trap.
I made a trap for my breaths and I caught only 3 breaths.
Okay. That's a unique way to do it. You made a trap and you caught only 3 breaths. That's enough. Right? Next time you can catch even more. Now you know the trap now. Now you know how it works. Now you know last time you caught only 3. Next time, try to catch even more. Can you do that? You can do a better trap next time. Improve the trap, make it better, and you can catch more breaths next time, right? Yes, good job.
Olu, you can unmute.
Okay. My legs touched the ground quickly while I breathed in and out a bit faster than usual. I noticed that my heels went before my toes, and each time I stepped, I breathed in and out. Sometimes I snapped out of my concentration, and after a while I regained it. I'm also sometimes a bit wobbly for some reason. When I'm walking, I only feel my breath at the bottom part of my tongue. Mindful sitting. I breathed in and out slowly. I could now feel my breathing at the top, middle, and bottom parts of my tongue. I can sometimes feel the grip of my slippers, and it feels nice. That's my mindful report.
Okay. Now, let's say when you walk, you can feel the ground. Sometimes it becomes wobbly, but you can continue, right? Same goes for even your daily activities. In the day, you walk And when you walk, you can feel probably you are wearing shoes, but still you can feel the touch of the shoe. You can feel the pressure there, right? So in a way that allows you to be mindful even in your daily life. Simply notice how you feel the pressure at your feet while walking, right? Even when you are seated somewhere, probably traveling in a car or something, you can feel the breathing. The breath is there always. If you pay attention, you can notice the breathing. Yes. So that way you try to catch mindfulness in your daily life as well. Try to notice the sensations at your feet. Try to notice the breathing. That way you can introduce mindfulness into your daily life. That's the best way to practice mindfulness. Whatever you do, you can do mindfully when that happens, right? So can I keep trying? And I can see you are making good progress.
Shehar and Vinit, you can.
Mindful walking. I did 7 to 11 steps in one direction. I got distracted by something, but I came back to my walking. I had a few sips of water during the task. The bell rang and I came back to my seat. Mindful sitting. I never opened my eyes. Since I hadn't opened my eyes, I also didn't have any water. The room was very hot, so I took off my jumper. The bell rang and I opened my eyes. Mindful walking. I did 14 to 16 steps per lap. I felt a little bit cold. I noticed that my knee went up higher if I went faster when I lifted my leg. I also noticed that naturally I took bigger steps the faster I walked. I focused on my walking. Mindful sitting. I felt very sleepy, but I didn't fall asleep. I didn't feel cold anymore. I noticed that my breath felt cold when I breathed in and warm when I breathed out. I got a little bit distracted from the light I could see when I closed my eyes. I focused on my breathing. Thank you.
Okay, if I start with Vinit, now initially it's not easy to keep your eyes closed.
Yeah.
You feel like, opening them, you feel like looking around. That's how we start. But when we practice for a while, when we develop our mindfulness, we can stay without opening our eyes.
Yeah.
That ability you can develop. Little by little, you become better at it, and you can easily be mindful for 10-15 minutes without opening your eyes or without getting distracted.
Yeah.
So that's good progress that you have made. Keep practicing and you'll do it even better.
Thank you.
Then, Sahara, your report. Now, the walking speed changes.
Yeah.
The bigger the steps, faster you walk, right?
Yeah.
So that happens. And you are noticing a lot of details in the process. So
Yeah.
that's a good sign that your mindfulness has increased. With that increased mindfulness, you are noticing much greater details. Even in your daily life, sometimes you walk slow, sometimes you walk fast. It changes. So it's a nice practice to, time to time check in with yourself, how fast I am walking,
Yeah.
how slow I am walking, how fast I am breathing, how slow I am breathing. That way we try to observe our body even in our daily life as well. Sometimes when you are excited, you will walk faster. Sometimes when you are sad, you will walk slower. So it changes, right? So try to catch those details even in your daily life.
Yeah.
The very details that you have caught in the mindful practice, you can catch them in the daily life as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pasat, you can.
Mindful walking. When I was doing mindful walking, my leg hit a balloon 3 times when I was walking, but I took no notice and continued walking. I was so calm and mindful, but then I became distracted because I was thinking about the Singalau festival that happened today, but then I quickly got mindful again. And when the bell rang, I returned to my seat. Mindful sitting. When I was doing mindful sitting, I felt the in-breath and out-breath while breathing, and the wind tickling my toes, but I remained mindful. It was very calm and quiet. Then I got a little bit distracted because I was thinking about my best friend Vihen. But then I got mindful again. And when the bell rang, I opened my eyes.
Okay, Pasat, good observation. Now, these things come. Like you start thinking about Sinhala Urdu festival, or you start thinking about a friend. That happens. But what matters is that you know that you can again become mindful. You get distracted, but again you can bring your attention to the breathing or the walking. That ability is what matters. It's okay that the mind get distracted. It is natural, especially when you go for like these exciting events and things like that. When you do a lot of traveling, it is natural that the mind gets these thoughts. But what you can do is you can gently allow that thought to be and return your attention to the breathing. Don't try to stop that thought. Don't try to suppress it. Instead, simply let those thoughts be and return your attention to the place that is necessary. Right? So that way you can continue your practice.
Vihas and Senith, you can.
You have to unmute first, Buddha. You are not unmuted. Do you see the unmute button? You have to click unmute. If your sister is there, she'll do it for you.
So when I was doing the mindful walking, I felt my feet going step by step, and while I was walking, I felt my feet tickling, and I was feeling quite relaxed, and I kept on walking and walking.
Okay. How about the sitting?
Huh?
Sitting.
And when I was doing the mindful sitting, and I felt a lot relaxed, and I kept on sitting, and then I was closing my eyes and thinking about the things that had happened today.
Did you notice the breathing in your body during the sitting?
Huh?
Did you feel the breathing in your body in the sitting?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So next time when you do, try to bring your attention to the breathing.
Okay.
Not thinking about things, okay? Instead, we bring our attention to the breathing. Notice how the breathing happens. Even in the walking,
Okay.
you have done it. You have noticed your feet, your steps, right? You were there with the steps.
Yes.
In the sitting also, you can do the same, not the steps. In the sitting, we can catch the breathing. Do you think you can catch your breathing? In the
Yes.
sitting? Yes. In the walking, we catch our steps. In the sitting, we catch our breath. That way you can try.
Okay.
You can try even
Okay.
tomorrow, you can try on your own. We will meet next
Okay.
Saturday, but you can try on your own and see how you can catch your breath, how you can catch your steps. Good job. We'll continue like
Okay.
that. Laviru, yes.
Mindful walking. I felt the soft and rough parts of the floor. I felt that my hands touched each other. I felt that I was sleepy. I felt my eyes tired and irritated. I felt that some parts of my body had pains. I felt like an itchy sensation from my right foot. So I itched it, and when I did that, it felt comfortable. Then I continued to do my mindful walking. Eventually, I heard the bell and stopped my mindful sitting. I felt my pressure on my back. I felt that my elbows touched the chair. I also felt my hands touching each other. I felt my legs paining and that it was touching the floor. I felt that I was breathing. I felt that my eyelids were relaxed. After some time, I felt that thoughts were there. Ultimately, I heard the sound of the bell echoing 3 times, and after I opened my eyes, I noticed that my eyes were more tired and irritated. End of the report, son.
Okay, Laviru. Now let's say the itch. You feel the itch, and sometimes it's easier to stretch it and make it comfortable, right? But if you know mindfulness, you can simply do it without breaking your practice. You know the hand moves, you know that it is changing, the posture is changing. Simply be mindful that you're doing this, right? Slowly, mindfully, silently, you can itch. And then again, get back to your original posture. That way, if you handle this itch, it's not a distraction. It's not a problem. But if you think that itching breaks your mindfulness, then it breaks, right? So you can do these changes, changing the posture, getting rid of this itch, right? So those things, you can do them mindfully. And when you do it mindfully, it's not a problem, right? So that way you can see sometimes troubles come. Sometimes it starts itching, right? We welcome them in a way. We welcome them mindfully. And mindfully we deal with them. Again, you can get back to your usual practice, right? So that way, try to accept these things mindfully. It's natural that happens, but you have to approach it mindfully. That way, even in your daily life, sometimes you have to do things that you are not comfortable. You don't feel like doing them, but still you have to do, right? So simply be mindful and continue it. That way we can approach these things. Okay, I think that's it for the report sharing. Laviru, do you know what's next?
I don't think we have homework, so I guess we are heading to the activity.
Seems like always having some homework. You have homework? No? Okay. What was the book? That's for today's activity, is it? Ah, right. I thought it's from last time's. Okay, then we go for the activity, I think.
Yeah, I think it's Kalpani Aunty, so I kindly invite Kalpani Aunty for today's activity.
Hi everyone. Okay, so I see a lot of names, but a very few of faces. So for today's activity, I think there are a few items you need to have around you. Hi Tenuli, welcome. So today, you talked about outside, right? You talked about the nature, and so practically, we are going to do a nature activity. So what you are going to do today is, so for those who haven't seen the list of the items, I will quickly give you the items you need. You need a journal. If you don't have a journal, you can use the same journal that you use to write your mindful sitting and mindful walking experiences, or you can use a piece of paper. Okay, and you need a pencil or a pen, or if you have any, you can use some coloring materials like your choice of colors, like pastels or pencils, or if you have any. Otherwise, don't worry about it. You can use your pencil or the pen for this activity. So we are going to we are going to do a nature journal. Have you heard uh, about like nature journaling? Raise your hand. Put up your Zoom hand or your real hand. Have you heard anything called nature journaling? No? You know journaling? Do you know journaling? No? So what is journaling? If Laviri, do you know journaling?
I know, but then I'm not sure.
Okay. So what you have done, like you did, you wrote your experiences, like you did mindful walking and mindful sitting, and then you wrote down your experiences in a book or a piece of paper. It is journaling. So journaling is you are writing down, or you're putting down in words what you have experienced in a different setting, or when you do something like a sitting or walking, or if you see something, right? You can you can write down the experiences, or what you have seen or what you have heard. So that's what journaling is. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to journal the nature. Okay, that's called nature journaling. I'll show you. It's a real thing. It's very popular. I don't know about I'm surprised to see that Olu doesn't know nature journaling, because like in Canada, right? Maybe in other countries, I know there are some kids from New Zealand. In Canada, nature journaling is part of your school syllabus. So that's how I got to know. I got to know about nature journey from my daughter. So it's part of, they do mindfulness at school. So it's part of mindfulness practice. So that's what we are going to learn at SatiPasala today, okay? I'll show you really quickly an example of a nature journal. So if you are a nature person, if you are like you like to go outside and spend some time with nature every day, or you can keep a nature journal like you keep your mindfulness journal. Okay, so if that is something you are interested in, you can keep this journal with you and you can maintain that journal. You can keep writing and recording the nature in that journal. Or sometimes some kids, even adults, right? Even adults, if you are somebody who is enjoying the nature outdoors a lot, or when you go on holidays, or when you go to Sri Lanka, Laviru, and others who live in other countries, you know, you go on trips, right? You go on holiday tours, right? If you go to the beach, you can take your nature journal, and then I'll show you how to do a nature journal, so then you can have an idea. You can do your nature journal and record your experiences, right? It's a diary. So it's something like that. So those are some ideas if you want to maintain a nurture journal. Okay, that I shared. So I will show you really quickly a real nature journals that some kids have done, like you. Okay. So if you don't have to buy a book for this, okay? If I have time, I actually I was going to show you how to make your own journal. So what you have to do is I quickly show you. It's very simple. You can get a few copy paper or half sheet. That's what it's called, I think, in Sri Lanka. So you can take like those papers, and then you can fold them in half, right? And then you can make 2 holes, right? Here, like for example, very simple. I was going to show you, but if you want to do your own nature journal, but you get few papers, right? You fold them in half, right? And then you cut 2 holes here, get a piece of yarn or a thread, and run it through 2 holes and tie them. And it's your journal. So the first page, your cover page, you can write my nature journal like this here, and then you can draw a picture, color it, you can decorate it with the real leaves and flowers, like dried leaves or flowers. You can make your own journal. Okay, try that. It's really fun, rather than buying a book from the store. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go outside. I know for some of you guys, it's nighttime, but it's okay if you can go outside a little bit. So I invite you to go outside, and like Swamin Wahanse said, like your Bante said, we are going to connect with the nature. So like you did mindful walking, you were connecting with your walking and your feet, right? Your walking feet like that. Or when you do your mindful sitting, you connect with your sitting body and your breath, right? Likewise, you go outside, and I'm going to give you maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You're going to take your journal or pencil, your paper, and your coloring materials, and you go and connect with your nature, whatever the nature you are in. It could be your backyard, your garden, or Lavin, if you can go outside, if you can peek out your window, right? And see the sky or whatever the outside. Doesn't matter. The nature is whatever you're outside. Like outside the walls is nature, right? It doesn't have to be a wow garden. It doesn't have to be somewhere that you can see tree or bird. No, it's not. So the idea is you go outside the walls, right? So you go outside, and how do you connect with nature? How do you connect with nature? Like Swaminathan said, when we are outside, when we are in nature, sometimes we get lost, right? We get carried away with the beauty. Sometimes, like I've seen even myself, like if you see a butterfly, right? You forget where you are, right? Sometimes you run after the butterfly, or you go and smell the flower, right? You forget, or you when you're if you walk somewhere, right? Let's say you are walking to a store. If you see a puppy, if you see a cat, what happens? You forget where you are going, right? So that's how we connect with the nature and the things in nature. So we get like, we become one thing with the nature. So how we are going to do it, we go outside, and we are going to be mindful. We mindfully enjoy the nature. And we are going to record. So this is one of the example. This is one way of doing that. So you can record what you saw, right? So what you see, you can write down. Or if there are little ones, if you don't want to write, or even for big kids, if you like expressing the nature and how you feel it could be your own way. You can personalize it. You can either write, or you can choose to draw. You don't have to write anything. You can draw what you saw, or you can draw, or you can write what you have touched, what you have felt. So the touched means here whatever you felt. Like if you felt the breeze in the wind, or if you felt cold, or if you felt, that's what it said. You don't have to go and touch certain thing. It doesn't have to be touched. Okay, whatever you felt. Or if you smell something, if you smell the freshness of the after the rain, you can record it, right? If you felt if you smelled salty when you're at the beach, what you smell, like a salty kind of smell is there, right? So you can record it. So what you heard, okay? And there's another way of journaling. So the whole idea is you do your own thing. There is no right or wrong way. There is no structure for this. So you pick your own way. So at the end of the day, you spend and you connect with nature. You become one with the nature, whatever, with the outdoor, wherever you are, and then you record them in your journal. But your experiences, you are going to put them on your journal. And this is a real journal that a preschooler did. This is a journal a grade 1 or even a preschooler did. See? So or she or he recorded, today in the garden I saw a lizard peeking out from behind a flower. Birds reading. I can read it. See? And then she or he wrote it down, and then she or he even had drawn it. Nice, right? And there's another one. So Monday, I would say she put the date, today in the garden I saw the bird poop. Caterpillar is making a cocoon. Okay. This is also a way of doing a nature journaling. It's a very mindful and relaxing activity that you can practice even every day or even once a week. Okay. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to go right outside right away. But before that, I'm going to read out loud the book where the today's quote came from. Okay. Do you like to listen to a story a bit before we head out outside? Hmm? So, okay, yeah, Olu said yes. 2 thumbs up. All right. So we are going to read the book that your today's topic coming from. Okay. So listen me here and watch me here. Okay. And enjoy the story. I hope you'll enjoy the story. Outside In by Deborah Underwood, illustrated by Cindy Derby. Once we were part of outside, and outside was part of us. There was nothing between us. And that's your quote today, right? That's your topic today. Now, sometimes even when we are outside, we are inside. Like Tenuli, I saw she is sitting in a car. We forget outside is there. So outside remind us with flashes at the window and slow magic tricks. It sends the sunset and shadows inside to play. Outside sings to us with chirps and rustles and tap-taps on the roof. It beckons with smells, sun-baked, fresh and mysterious. Outside feed us. Sun, rain, and seeds become warm bread and berries. Outside cuddles us in clothes, once puffs of cotton. It holds us in wooden chairs, once trees. We feel outside in the warm weight of our cats and the rough fur of our dogs. Outside shows us there is a time to rest and a time to start fresh. Outside steals inside, a spider seeking shelter, a bobtail bug in the bed, a tiny snail on kale. Even rivers come inside, cool water rushing, eager to return to the sea. I'm here, outside says, I miss you. Outside waits, and we answer. The end. How do we answer? Outside says, we miss you. How do we answer? We go outside. Hey, come on, get up. Let's go outside. So 10 minutes. I'll ask Kiniti auntie kindly keep track of timing.
Sure. I'll ring the bell so that they might hear.
Yeah. So if you're going outside and if you're out of reach your device, maybe you ask your parent to time you and come back with your journal. I'll give you 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. We will go outside and come back with your journal. Okay. So what you're going to do again? You are going to see nature. You are going to hear nature. You are going to feel nature. And you are going to smell nature. Right? Okay. It's morning time today. To me, it's 6:05. I'm going to take you all my outside, but don't look at my don't Don't keep looking at the screen. Go outside. Pasat, go outside. And Mithum and Netum, you also go outside with your journal, okay? Oh, yeah, Uta, Mithum, you want to ask something or say something?
It's
Yeah, go.
night for us.
Oh, it's night for us, so you can go outside. How about, do you have a window?
What?
Do you have a window?
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you take a peek out window and maybe look outside the sky or whatever you see, okay?
And I think,
What is,
like Kalpani, sorry to interrupt, like
yeah,
Kalpani auntie showed us with the book, you are Mitum or Netum Puta?
Netum.
Netum, yeah. So, like the book said, outside is always saying hello at us while we are indoors as well. So, you can maybe
yeah,
try to find a plant
yeah,
indoor, or maybe you might
yeah,
see the sunset coming through and peeping through. So, try to see.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Nice point. Yeah, you can do outside in. So what are the things came from outside to your inside? Try to find something. A plant. Do you have a pet?
No.
No. Okay, you said you have a window. Maybe take a peek out of window and look at the sky or whatever you see outside. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have something to ask, Dua, Dayami?
Can we use any color to write the
Sure.
journal?
Yes, like Kalpani auntie said, you can express in any way. So you can use colors, drawings, anything like you like to do with. Dayami, is your name Dayami Dua?
Diamond.
Dayami, okay. So she was asking whether she can use colors.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can use any color.
even crayons?
Oh, of course. See, look, I'm using oil pastels. And I draw my sky. Can you see my sky?
Yeah.
I drew it. You can do the same.
Okay. Excuse me, teacher.
Yeah, who's that?
What should I do if I don't have a journal?
Sorry, come again.
What should I do
Sorry.
if I don't have a journal?
Oh, if you don't have a journal, take a piece of paper. Doesn't matter. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, Dayami?
Sorry. Sorry, I was muted.
It's okay if I use a book even
Yeah,
a book.
yeah. So journal is a book.
Okay.
Pasala, you are done?
I'm done.
Okay, good. We'll wait for others. I think the time is not yet up.
1 more minute, I think.
Okay. Okay. We'll give a minute or two to come back and settle. Who are done and who couldn't finish?
I couldn't finish.
Who said that? Oh, Diami, that's okay. You can keep going, keep doing it while others sharing their journals, okay? You keep drawing or writing. I'll take you at last. Who else couldn't finish? Yeah, Olu, you want to go first? I think Auntie Kiniti can spotlight when everybody is sharing their journal. And you share what you saw. You can show what you even journaled, and you what did you hear, what did you feel, and all those experiences. Okay, sorry, I'll keep my mouth shut. Go ahead.
Did a picture. So I was on the grass next to some cars, and I also did some writing. So I'll read that out to you. I saw
Okay.
cars. I touched grass. I smelled cars, and I heard cars.
Wow, that's very beautiful. Is that something that you wanna keep doing, Olu? A nature journal? No. Okay,
I have
that's fine.
no time to do it, but no, I did.
So,
If I do
sorry?
have the time, then I would do it. If I had
Yes,
the
of course. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Thank you. Who's next? Who was done? Pasa, do you want to go next?
Yes, Pasat had finished first, I think. We can give.
First. Yeah.
My nature book. I saw grass. I smelled flowers. I touched the tree and I felt soil.
Did you draw anything?
Well, I drew my garden.
Yeah. Can you show it to us, please?
But they are a little bit separated.
That's fine. Oh, I don't know why I'm spotlight. Okay, I want to spotlight Pasa. Auntie Kini. Yeah.
It's under each of these pictures.
Oh, very nice. Look at you. Very nice. Okay. Thank you, Putta. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I
Who's
enjoyed it.
you did? You wanna do it again? Maybe keep doing it?
I'll keep doing it even if the Zoom's mindful session is not there.
Very nice.
Like on
It's
Monday
very
or Friday
calming.
after school.
Very nice. You are a nature guide. I like to see it.
I like nature.
You can be my friend. Okay, who's gonna go next? Mitum and Netu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, can we do like put stuff in the front of like leaves in the front of the
Yeah.
page?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
All right. Are you ready to share your journal or not? You
No.
need some time. You are not ready. How about your brother? Not ready either?
No.
Okay, then I'll come back to you. Little late, okay? Who else is there ready to go? Okay, I'll get Sehara and Vinay. Yeah, Sehara and Vinay.
On my walk, it's too dark where I am to go on a walk now. So I did mine on a walk I did this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw the road, 2 dogs that were barking at us, cars,
Yeah.
shopping center, and the school. And I heard people talking, the dogs barking at us, cars going by, the leaves crunching under my feet, and birds.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, when you do walking, mindful walking, even you can experience the nature,
Yeah.
right? And become one. Okay. Thank you so much. So much, Sehara. Does Vinith have anything to share too?
No.
You sing us.
Okay. I saw cars. I saw a possum on the power line.
Yeah.
I found sausages from the Australian election because right now there's an election going on.
Okay.
I touched my tasty sausages.
Oh.
And I heard the leaves crunching because right now it's autumn. And cars. Oh yeah, cars running. Cars running.
Okay.
Yeah, cars running. They're running.
Very,
They're going.
okay. Very nice. Lot of observations. Lot of connection. All right. Thank you so much for both of you for sharing. Tenuli, you want to go next?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Pita. That's your nature journal. Can you tell us? Can you tell us what you have drawn?
Okay. I see a butterfly in front of my house.
Uh-huh.
And I have touched a tree.
Oh, how did you feel the tree?
The tree feels me very great.
Yeah. How did you feel it? Is it rough or soft?
It is very hard to touch the stem, but when I touch the leaf, that is very soft.
Oh, very nice. Nice observation. What else you saw or hear?
And I have seen the clouds and sun bright, very shines.
Very nice. Like you?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, what else you have?
And I see Butterflies drinking the nectar on the flowers.
Oh, you have seen so many stuff. Yeah. So other times you have do you notice those things in the nature outside?
I know so many things, but I don't know the names.
Oh, you don't know the name. You don't need to know, but you can
Yes.
draw, right? It's a very
I
beautiful picture.
I smell a flower in my garden.
How did it smell?
It smells great,
Yeah, nice.
like roses and jasmines.
Oh, that's my favorite smell, jasmine. Yeah. Thank you so much. Do you have anything else to share?
No,
No. Did you feel like one with the nature?
I feel
Like
happy.
Swami? Yeah, you feel happy, right? You always happy. You are always happy. Happy like a bunny. Yeah. Thank you so much, Tanuli.
Okay.
Who else? Himandi and Hima?
I saw the flowers and beautiful trees, and I smelled the freshness of the air, and I heard the sound of a helicopter.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So that's your nature journal. Very nice. Can you explain what you have drawn there, like the tree? Those are the trees you saw. Very pretty. Did you smell anything?
Yeah, I smelled the freshness of the air.
Freshness of the air. What time is it to you?
Evening.
Evening. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy nature?
Yeah.
Good. How about your brother?
He also drew.
Very nice. Do you want to share what you draw, Puta? No? Okay.
I saw a flower and tree. I smelled a flower. I heard a plane.
Oh, you heard a plane? I saw your plane. It's very nice. You both are such good drawers. What did you smell? A flower? Do you know what flower it is? Is it a rose or a jasmine or what? Do you know what it is?
There's the name of the flower you saw. What's the name? A rose flower.
Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Who else? Laviru? You want to go next?
Sure. I saw the dark and beautiful sky filled with stars. I felt the cold breeze going through me. I heard the sounds of the breeze and some unknown nocturnal animals. I smelled the freshness of the breeze.
Nice. Did you draw something? No? Okay. That's fine. Thank you so much. Okay. Who else? Yeah. Vihas? Vihas, you want to go next? I think you need to unmute Puta.
Okay. So I saw birds whistling in the sky, and
and I smelled a fresh flower on the ground, and I saw an aeroplane flying on the sky.
Oh, you also saw an airplane. It's not clear, but you can take a picture and send it to Auntie Kiniti for
Okay.
the homework page, okay?
Okay.
Because I can see it for the reflection of the light. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
What kind of flower you smell?
I don't know the name actually.
You don't know the name. What time is it to you?
Okay.
Okay, what time is it to you?
Like 12:50, 12:35.
12:35. Good. Thank you so much. It's your lunchtime, I guess. Okay. Thank you, Rihas.
Okay.
All right. Who's next? Are you who said they are not ready? I think I skipped
Not sure if
some.
Seniti also wants to share. Vihas, your
Oh,
sister, did she want to share anything, Vihas? Probably
She's not here.
not there, right? Okay. I think it's Dulish today.
Dulisha, yeah.
So when I went outside, there was just like a sitting area. So I went into there and I just thought, what kind of a beautiful area is it? There were mangoes fallen in the ground, and when I touched the tree, it was just very hard. And that's the picture I drew with the pen from the pen.
Very nice. So you were sitting on a chair or bench?
Yeah.
A nice drawing. I can see you are an artist. Do you draw cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. So, did you
If
enjoy
I
it?
draw it from another from a color, it would be better now.
Yeah, you didn't have colors with you.
Yeah, it is. I'm upstairs and I'm downstairs.
Oh, okay. You can color later. So, did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Did you feel like one with the nature? Were you carried away? Were you carried away with the beauty of the nature? Yeah, you didn't understand. Yeah, nice. But I heard you've written what a beautiful surrounding it is or something like that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dulisha. Who else is there? Did I miss anything? Anybody?
Dayami
Daimi.
is there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to
Yeah.
spot her, but I can't find the spotlight.
Oh,
Okay, Dua, you can start. Yes, it's it.
Friends next to me flew to the mango tree because there was a nest in the mango tree.
very nice. Did you notice the nest today or before too?
No, yesterday I noticed the nest.
Very nice. That means you are a great nature observer. So what else you have?
I was sitting in the grass. Then I saw 2 roses. So I plucked them and gave one to my sister.
Oh, very nice. Did you pluck? Oh, you plucked them. Okay, so I'm sure your sister was happy. Did you draw anything?
Yeah.
Can you show it to us? Wow, what a beautiful picture. So you also saw an airplane.
Yeah. Because I heard the sound of the airplane too.
Mm-hmm.
It went.
It went. Okay, what else? Did you smell anything?
The roses.
The roses when you play for pluck, right? Yeah. Okay. Did you touch anything?
I touched the mango tree and the trunk. It was
Mhm.
too raw.
No. Yeah. Did you give it a hug?
No.
No? Next time, give it a hug.
Okay.
It will give you more mangoes if you hug it. Do you talk to the trees?
Hmm.
You talk next time, okay? They listen. They were my best friends. When I was little, I talked to them. I still do. Talk to them, okay? And see.
Hmm.
Sometimes they talk to you too, but you have to have like a good ear to listen. Try that, okay? Next time when I come, I wanna hear about it. Okay? Okay, I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you too. Okay, who's my next one? Now I'm lost. I think I skipped. Oh, Taviru? Yeah, go ahead, Putta. Who's providing you a nice background? Your mom? Okay,
So
sorry.
I see birds in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And I touch rose flower.
Yeah. How did you feel it?
So
It was soft.
it's good.
Yeah. So is that the rose flower you draw? It's a beautiful picture. So you also saw an airplane in the sky?
Yes.
Is that an yeah. I feel like you all are in the same area. So what else? What else you did you smell the rose?
Yes. So
Nice.
it smells good.
Yeah, very nice. Rose smells are really nice, eh? Okay, you draw the sun. What else? What else you experienced?
I see a flower tree.
Mm-hmm.
That flower is so it smells good.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Do you have anything to share? Anything else? You are done? You are done sharing your journal? That's all you
Yes.
have? Thank you. Can you send your nice picture, a beautiful journal to Auntie Kiniti?
Yes.
To the homework page? Okay, thank you. All right. So I'm moving on to my next nature journalist. Who is that?
I think
I
everyone
think,
got a chance. Yeah.
yes, I think the one I kept, I think they are disconnected or something. Yeah. I think I covered everybody else.
Sarah and Vinny
Unless,
had to go, so they said
yeah,
thank you and bye.
bye.
Vinodi
Yeah.
is there. Vinodi and Tisak. I'm not sure if they can share their things with us. Even
Yeah. Even the camera is not on. If you have done the nature journaling and if you want to share it, can you please put your Zoom hand up so we can give you a chance?
oh, Ayan is also there. Not sure if Ayan wanted to share.
Maybe if you don't want to share it here, you can take a picture or yeah, you can send it to Kiniti Auntie later, okay?
And Vinudi says that her camera and microphone is not working, so she's going to send a picture. So that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you,
All
Vinudi.
right. That's fine. Yeah. All right. So that's okay. I'll show you mine. Kiniti, Auntie has the journal to show and share too. No?
I didn't have time.
Yeah. She was timing. Yeah, she was busy timing. So this is my nature journal. So I saw my sky is very gray and gloomy, and there were some birds flying, like black birds. I couldn't recognize. I think they were crows. And even though this is small, this was a big goose. It was very loud, and it was quack, 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 and flying all around. I think he or she is trying to find something, maybe her friend or the nest, because it was very loud and flying around. And I felt very cold because the wind was very cold. It's still springtime here. And what else I'm here? I smelled muggy and wet because it's kind of humid. And I felt my table and the chair I was sitting is very cold. So I I made it a quick experience and came back inside. So, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for joining me and enjoying this activity and journaling the nature. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something new mindful activity, nature journaling.
So I
Okay.
also started doing, I went outside and it just started raining and it was a wonderful see, but couldn't stay outside. But I could not write it down, but it was nice. So I take this chance to quickly thank Kalpani Auntie for coming and doing this for us. Now, Olu was saying that she wouldn't be able to do this journaling mainly because she wouldn't have the time to do. So all the more reason to be grateful to Kalpani Auntie for using this activity time and giving us that chance today. Yes. So during this time, we got the chance to go out there and then feel it and do it. And for most of you, we truly hope that this activity would inspire you to go out and whenever you are indoors to realize how the nature connects with you, and also whenever you are outdoors, it'll be a nice reminder for you to actually connect with it. So thank you very much to Auntie Kalpani for taking us outside in and giving us that chance. And like Tenuli said, we become speechless, we run out of words to tell. We might not know a name to the exact smell that we are getting. We might not know a name to the color that we are seeing. We run out of words, and it's totally fine, and it's a sign that we are more and more connected as well. So thank you for showing us all those perspectives today. And we have to thank Bante also for explaining the topic to us and giving us insight on that. Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all.
Okay, over to Laviru. Have to thank Laviru. It's late night for him. So Laviru, not keeping you for long. Over to you.
Thank you. Most Honorable Dhammakusala Swaminathan, as you are at the end of the program, I would like to give a brief of today's session. As usual, we started the session by talking about a statement from the book Outside In and how it is related to mindfulness. Then we did mindful walking and sitting for about 10 minutes. Then read and discussed our reports with the group. I would like to thank Kalpani Auntie for doing today's environment journaling activity with us. And finally, I am taking this opportunity to thank our most honorable Dhammakusala Thero respectfully on behalf of all the mindful friends who have joined for today's session and for giving us this valuable experience about mindfulness. Have a mindful week, everyone.
Thank you. Have a mindful week, everyone.